For those of you that use live bait fish, especially for pike fishing, muskie fishing, large walleye, you probably use the rig similar to this, which is called the Quickstrike rig. I made this up. It's using about a number 4 single hook at the front and then about a number 8 treble hook at the back. So what I'm going to do is get my minnows that I've got right here in this minnow pail that's designed to be pulled through the water, much like the minnow pails that a lot of guys use when they're trolling. The one thing you have to keep in mind when you're fishing out of a kayak is there's quite a bit of torque, believe it or not, from the minnow pail when you are paddling along. So notice I'm trying to hold them pretty tight. What I'm going to do is put the front hook just through the nostrils, one side to the other. And because I don't want them to get off there, I'm going to take that treble hook and just slide one of the hooks just underneath the skin. I want them to be nice and lively. But you know, that second hook is almost like a stinger hook. So I've got them set up. You're going to, and what I've got here is also a little egg sinker. It's only about an 1/8 ounce. So you can see he's pretty lively. Hopefully you can see him in the water. The water's pretty clear here. So what I'm going to do is lower him down. This leader material is fluorocarbon, 50-pound test, just in case I get a nice muskie on. Then I've got a swivel in there so that the minnow doesn't tangle up my line. And then I have a little bead to protect the swivel knot when the weight slides up and down. So it's actually quite a sensitive rig. And then my main line is 20-pound braid, which is only about the diameter of 10-pound monofilament. So I'm going to just put him over the side for now, and I'm going to putt-putt out there. And one of the strategies is for me to actually fish the holes where it drops down from about 5-6 feet to about 20, and that's what's behind me here. So I'm going to just drift literally the whole river doing this. So I'm all rigged. All I got to do is hook a fish. Now I've got a pickup, and what I'm doing, I've actually got my reel on free spool and letting the fish take it. Not sure what it is. He's right underneath the boat. Feels heavy. You know, the water's really cold. It's about 45 degrees. So the fish are kind of sluggish. Hey, it's an eating-sized walleye. And he's got both hooks in his mouth, which is good. I've got the cradle with me. You can see it right here if I get into some bigger fish. This is kind of nice, you know. I started off right below Three Brothers Falls, which is really as far as you can go on this section of the Burnt River about the town of Kinmount. And I figured there might be some walleyes or maybe some muskie up there, but there weren't any fish there. I tried using live bait on a slip bobber, and I also tried casting a Countdown Rapala, and I didn't get anything. I'm just going to turn my boat around so you can see this walleye. It's actually a very nice eating-sized walleye. I'm going to be releasing most of the fish I get today. You can see how well that Quickstrike rig worked. I've got the one little treble hook just tagged on its side and the single one just on the edge of its mouth. I don't know if he's going to fly out of my hand. See how nice that walleye is? I'm guessing he's about 16 inches. So that would be a perfect eating size fish. Just the water's so cold that they're not fighting very hard. So I'm just going to get him back in the water. Look at that. He's ready to go. The one nice thing about being in a kayak is that you're so close to the water. So it's easy to release fish. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go back up again and fish the main part of the pool. So this is actually classic what I'm doing here. Only about 500 meters upriver. It's about 4 feet deep. We have to negotiate some boulders to get up to where the falls are. So this is all 4 or 5 feet, and about where this stump is, it drops down to 15, and then in here is about 20, 21. And as soon as I got here, I marked some bait fish, a little school, and on this sonar, they look blue. So that's a very good sign that I got that fish right away. First drift through the pool, so I'm going to go back up. And you know what? If there's walleye, there's a good chance of getting a muskie, because muskie love to eat walleye.
Fisher girl! Gotta have pink.
You know, for young ladies that just start fishing, that aren't too tall, the ideal outfit is one that's about 5.5 feet long. We would refer to that as an ultralight outfit. And what I'm holding up, this is called the Foxy. And you can see that it's beautiful female colors, nice pink color. And it also comes equipped with a matching line that's the same color. But the nice thing is that it's light action. Even the guides are aluminum oxide guides, so they don't have the inserts. And this rod is also a 2-piece rod. And believe it or not, with a light rod like this, you can get large fish as well, even up to 4 or 5 pounds. But everything is small, so even the grip, whether it's the rear grip or the foregrip, is made out of PVC material. It's like foam, and it's very light and easy to hold. And even with the ultralight, you can switch the handle from one side to another, and it has a very nice rear drag. Okay, so if there's a young lady in your life, age. It could be a grandchild or a daughter, or it could be even a young woman. For ultralight fishing, this is an excellent outfit.